All right.
What about you?
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
So he has a wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that it's not extreme then. Because it's like, you got a wife. A lot of people lie about stuff like when you're famous. And I feel like it's just not good. So I definitely don't think it's extreme.
People lie even when you're not famous.
Yeah, but I mean,
In clubs in Miami.
I feel like it's worse when you're famous because they can get money out of them.
Yeah, fresh.
You know?
You know,
You can sue them.
even kidnapping, you know, that's crazy.
Okay, it was one time.
Question for you. What does this guy do, by the way?
It takes one time.
Oh my god.
What does your guy do? Well, what does he do for like a living? This guy.
Wait, what? My guy?
Yeah.
Drugs.
See?
Space.
No.
Chris probably right, actually.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I believe Chris.
Okay, he's a blue collar. He works like outside, does pools.
Okay. He builds pools or assembles pools or installs them. Like, what does he do?
I don't know. I don't know what the
He's a pool boy.
technical.
As a front?
He builds the pools. Yeah. Builds.
Okay. Is he a six-figure earner?
Does he make good money?
That's what I'm thinking about. Sort of. Yeah. I mean, for this
Bro, it's Colombian.
day and age, I suppose. Yeah. Still
All right, so
not
he
enough.
ain't making that much money then. Because she would know
I
off rip
don't-
if he's making good money just his lifestyle, but she don't know.
Better than what I would get. I don't know.
Does he even Cape Coral with you?
Yes.
I mean, it's one of those professions like you don't know, like unless
Yeah,
like
it's like you
it goes
don't-
by person. Like I don't.
Exactly.
Then maybe.
Yeah.
It's by clients. They don't like it's.
Does he own a
whatever
business
they-
or does he work for somebody?
No, it's his dad owns the business.
How old is he?
So my 21, 22,
Okay.
How old are you?
21.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
His dad's the one that has the dough.
Yeah.
He just works for his dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. And he's 21 like you.
22.
22.
Yes.
Okay, and you guys been on and off for 4 years.
What?
Why did he break up? What was his excuse for breaking up with you for every time? Or not every time, but majority of the times.
Well, we haven't been together for like over a year, but back then it was more like he was just tired of dealing with being in a relationship, I guess.
That's what he told you?
I guess. I mean, he was like 19, 20.
He said he
Not
just
much
didn't-
of a difference, but
He didn't tell you like why? Like you just said I don't want to be in a relationship?
it was basically that. He was just tired of it. He just didn't feel like being, what's the word called? Like trapped?
Monogamous.
Like in something, and like he just wanted to be free.
And it's toxic too, so.
When they turn 21.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know, I don't usually see guys break up with girls. Like normally if I ever see a guy break up with a girl, like
It's gotta be bad.
She's yeah.
Like really bad.
Just being honest with you.
No.
I mean,
That's
no,
not true.
it's
So not true.
Yeah, that's
true.
definitely true.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on.
No.
Who disagrees with me? I just want to see.
I
raise
agree
of hands.
with you.
Who disagrees with me?
I
You
agree.
disagree?
Disagree?
You disagree?
Wait,
Well, obviously you're going to disagree.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else disagree with
I
me?
disagree.
You disagree as well?
I do, yeah.
Okay, we'll start with you because you raised your hand first.
Oh, crap.
My stance is typically when a man breaks up with a girl, the girl's up royally. You disagree. Why do you disagree?
I disagree because sometimes, well, from my experiences, like, guys will be like, you know, I'm just tired of the relationship. Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean you're just
Yeah.
tired
They
of the
want to
relationship?
with somebody else,
Exactly.
babe.
That's what it is.
That's what it
Babe, they
is.
just want to fuck with
That
somebody
doesn't
else.
necessarily
I'm
mean
sorry,
that-
because all y'all said
Well,
y'all
maybe-
ages. I have like at least like 6 years on all of y'all. They just want to fuck somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be
I'm
funny
already
with you.
knowing, like,
Yeah, like I'm
knowing.
like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
get
they
it, yeah.
they just they found better or better head. Like they just want to fuck with somebody else, girl. Like it's.
Crazy.
Okay, that's a
but
little.
that doesn't necessarily.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry, like, but that's what it be sometimes. Like it
okay,
be.
we'll
come
I'll
back to
address
that.
that here in a second too.
Okay.
Okay, so you think it's because from your experiences, what? I'm asking you.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Repeating the question.
If you could just repeat your reason. You said from my experiences and then.
Oh, it's because they just be like, they're tired of you. Like, they'll get sick of the relationship.
Okay. But they don't tell you why specifically?
No, not specifically.
You never
why.
thought that was alarming why they told you they're tired of you?
No, they didn't.
Don't
They
you think that
just-
would be important?
Yeah, I did. I asked.
You know why? Because they were in the ice
They're
age.
douchebags.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Ice
God,
Ages and-
Fred.
They were in the ice age, bro.
Because tired of you, but they never told you why.
Not cool at all.
No, not
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, not cool.
Okay. Who else said? Okay. Somebody else said. It's okay. Why do you disagree?
Me. I kind of agree with Barbie on this one. I feel like they're just trying to venture out into other things, like, or they've been exposed to other things, and it's like they just want to move on and stuff like that.
Okay, that doesn't refute my point that it's the woman's fault.
It's not the woman's fault.
It's not the woman's fault.
I don't think it's the woman's fault. Like for a guy to want to leave.
Okay, interesting.
It depends.
So if the guy wants to leave, it's not the woman's fault.
I feel like, hey, it depends how serious the relationship is, because you're supposed to build with somebody and like learn from each other and just learn how to like adapt to each other if it's really worth it. But I feel like typically it's because a guy wants to venture out and do other things, or he's probably just cheating.
So
like,
maybe she's not worth it.
it could be it for him. Like maybe he has something else that he thinks is better or that suits him better.
Interesting.
Okay.
What if a girl leaves a guy? Is it his fault?
It's not always like that. No, I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
It could always be her too. I'm
So
not
there's
trying
no
to make
accountability
it a
here.
gender thing. I'm not making it a gender
There's
thing.
no accountability.
It depends on the situation.
It does depend on the
Depends on the
situation. It does.
It is situational.
Yeah.
It's very
Exactly.
situational.
Yeah.
So there's a
Every
gray area.
relationship's different.
There's
yeah.
a gray area.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, what about you? You said you disagree as well. Why do you disagree?
I don't know. I just think like it could. Shit happens. Like it's not no, for real. Like shit happens. Like it's not always.
So your response is shit
like,
happens.
Yeah, I guess. Like damn.
Okay, what is that happens? And specify.
I mean,
Small shit.
yeah, like.
Oh my god.
What the hell? They smell like shit over there. What the hell's that?
No, I mean like I think it's just like sometimes you just. I don't know, like sometimes you just grow apart, like you want different things, you know, you guys like might have been in a completely different situation like when you guys first met, started getting together or whatever. So I just think it's like, I don't know, people grow.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
So, okay, interesting, lady. So let's go through this logically, okay? Who is harder to please in a relationship, men or women? We'll start here
Women.
and then work our way around. Who's harder to please?
Women.
Okay.
I'll say women for now.
Women.
Yeah, women, I guess.
Definitely the woman.
Women.
Women.
Okay. Who has more options, men or women?
Women.
Women.
Woman.
Women.
Men.
Want to be
You should know
different.
better. Barney.
Realistically
I'm just
speaking.
saying, realistically, I feel like men have more options because, okay, women get older faster than guys do, and guys can date longer than women can, technically. So I feel like men have, like, a 50-year-old man can date a 20-year-old or a 50-year-old. A 50-year-old woman, should be tricking, I feel like, if she's dating a 20-year-old.
Yeah,
it's like, she could date a 50-year-old, but if she, like, steps back, for a 50-year-old man, it's okay for him to step back. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, but you see, like, little Kim is getting chastised right now for baby. So it's like, I feel like, I feel like men have more options than women do.
Okay, how you feeling versus what's real are two different things. Do you genuinely believe that men
I
have more options than
generally
women?
think men have more options than we do. I feel like for women after, because again, like I told you, I'm
Okay,
29.
if you walk into a nightclub and
Yeah.
he walks into a nightclub, who do you think is
We
going to be able to
understand
find a
that.
partner quicker?
Yeah.
You or him?
Well, I'm hotter than he is. What do you think is gonna happen? Like,
For sure.
Women have more options, but men get away with more
look
though.
at me, duh. Of course, people are gonna be like pulling out a red carpet.
Okay, so does not prove my point already, kind of on a smaller
Oh,
scale.
sure, yeah, for sure.
So who has more options, men or women?
Men. I'm not about to change my answer because you said that. Like I feel like men.
Okay, let's say
Hey, man.
let's say any girl in here walked into a club and he walked into a club. Who do you think is going to have an easier
Okay,
time finding the
obviously
opposite gender?
women, but
So then let's take that and extrapolate it to the
masses.
rest of the society. What do you think?
We understand, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So who has more options, men or women?
Because you want me to say women, I'm gonna say women.
No, I'm just like challenging your logic because you're saying that men do more.
That's how I
men-
feel. Like that's how I feel. Honestly, that's how I feel.
Okay. All right.
To
What
each his
about you?
own.
March.
Me.
You're objectively wrong. If I'm going to be respectful here, you're very wrong. There's a reason why like only 20% of men since the beginning, about 80-90% of women since the beginning of time have procreated, but only like 20 to 40% of men have procreated.
Okay, I never did the research. Thank you for that.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
So yes, I'm asking this question fairly rhetorically, but it's fine.
Oh,
What
okay,
about you?
okay.
What do you think?
No, yeah, women definitely. That's a fact.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was giving you that stat.
No, but like I feel like men get to experience more. Men get to date more. Like she was saying, like you guys, we live differently.
You really
though.
think so?
I genuinely think so.
Okay. Do you think a majority of men can get out there and date more, as you say?
Yes, but it depends.
Really?
Because, I mean, it depends on a lot of things, like finance and stuff like that. You guys can get away with a lot more. That's a thing. Like she said, an
Okay,
older
so you said it
man,
depends on finance.
That's a thing.
Okay, so
but
them earning money.
it's included in that. But
Okay,
I feel
do you think
like-
it's easy to earn a lot of money?
I mean, it depends what you do, but
Okay, do you think a majority of men earn a lot of money?
no.
A minority, correct? So if a minority of men earn a lot of money, which is the prerequisite you said to be able to go out and date,
It doesn't always work like that, in my opinion. But I just don't want to go
What-
against you.
what
but-
doesn't always work like that?
Regardless of what they're making, if you're making more than that girl, honestly, you can still get some. So I feel like that's how it goes. Women don't have that option. But like, I do see what you're saying, though. If I walk into a club, yeah, like people are gonna gravitate themselves towards me. But
Respectfully.
you know,
Yeah, because what you're saying is like guys have the option to date and stuff like that too, but you missed the point where like the guy has to get to a certain point to be able to be attractive enough in the first place. You mentioned finances, which
No.
takes time to acquire.
No, I understand that, but like as I also said, it doesn't really matter. If she has less than you, honestly, you're above her, so you might have what she needs right now. I feel like you guys have more options of dating in that way.
Really?
But I heard what you were saying, because you're totally right. Like
Agreed,
no
but,
woman's
yeah.
actually gonna walk up to a guy or something like that. It doesn't, usually work like that.
Okay. What about you? Do you think it's what do you think about you? Is it easier for men to attract women? Do women have more options than men?
I think that women have more options.
Okay, so we established that women have more options, women are pickier, etc. Did you guys also know that women are far more likely to leave relationships than men are?
Definitely.
Yes.
Women initiate 70-80% of the divorces in America.
Yes.
Okay, so it's harder for men to attract women. Women have higher standards. Women have more options than men, right? So wouldn't it be fair to say that like if a guy leaves you knowing that it's way harder for us to attract women and you guys are more likely to leave, the girl's f***ing up? Isn't that a logically sound conclusion? It's harder for the man to get you than it is for you to get him.
Okay.
He has to fight harder to attract you than you have to fight to attract him. You're more likely to leave, statistically speaking, and you have more options to replace him. So think about it. The man actually, most of the time, isn't in a leveraged position, correct? The woman
Think
has the
about this.
leverage,
Correct.
right?
Right.
So if the woman has the leverage and she can replace him easier than he can replace her, wouldn't it make sense that the girl's up if he leaves her?
Oh,
No,
Not
it
every
depends
I've
on
never
the
had a
situation.
Have y'all
Yeah,
ever had a guy
back to
leave
the-
y'all?
I mean, he could just cheat. So I guess
Have
you're
guys
right.
broken up with y'all before? That's never happened to me before. Like,
No, it
like
hasn't
literally, I'm
happened
like,
to me
what?
So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
what you're saying.
because three of you disagreed with me. Like, you disagreed, and you disagreed. But literally, I'm spelling like I'm just taking you guys to like a conclusion here. Like, it's harder for men to attract girls.
Right.
Girls are more likely to leave. Most guys struggle to get girls. We already know 40% of men are procreated versus like 80-90% of women procreated since the beginning of time. So it's way harder for a guy to get a girl. So therefore, he's going to respect the relationship more a lot of the times if he gets the girl,
Okay.
right? Most of the time, not every time.
Right.
So if he leaves the girl, she's doing something wrong. Is
Or
my
maybe
point.
he should just love himself some more.
yeah.
Maybe he needs to work on his
doesn't come
self-love,
for every-
honestly. Like,
every
it sounds like he needs to work on his self-love, babe.
What
Like,
does the self-love have to do
because
with
if he
it?
loved
What?
himself a little bit more, maybe he wouldn't be dealing with what he's dealing with. It's like,
Hence why he leaves.
He wouldn't be in the situation. I
I'm just
guess.
saying, like, why
That's
would
why he
you, like,
leaves.
it's like, just love yourself, babe. Like, we love ourselves. Just love yourself.
That's precisely
Babe.
what
You
the
agree
fuck?
with me? Just, they need to love themselves more,
Okay,
babe.
we're all agreeing, I guess.
Yeah, just love yourself. I feel like,
You
yeah.
just made, I don't know why. Okay.
I feel like they should just love themselves.
They should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my stance. Why I think if a girl, because it's not easy for guys to get to be simple.
It's hard.
So if you, if a
It's
guy's,
easy for guys to get they're paying for.
How they cheat
No,
so
but-
much though if it's
not
not
pay-
hard?
If they're paying.
What? It's so easy for guys to get money. Like, what? the
Paying
fuck?
for it is not.
No, that
normal.
still counts. Stop it.
That's not normal.
doesn't count, dude.
That's weird.
So wait, when you guys buy, because I'm pretty sure you guys have bought a little here and there.
That's weird,
You've never bought pussy?
bro. Paying for something that's free.
No.
I tell my brothers
Oh, I
don't.
didn't know.
If it ain't free, it ain't for you. I tell my brothers that all the time. But I'm just saying, like,
So then
Oh,
why
okay.
push it out there
So
then?
that proves our point. If it's
yeah, I'm
not
just,
free, it's
those
not
are
for
my
you.
brothers though. For regular guys, I'm just
Oh,
like,
so regular guys can do it, but not your brothers.
hell no.
Bro, you can't make this shit up.
Bro, you can't.
Yo, Bill, you can't make this shit up, bro.
No, I'm just saying. Bye, Mo.
That's crazy, man.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
Doesn't make any sense.
But I feel like guys can get anybody they want if they pay for it, though.
Pay for what?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, but
If I'm paying for something like that, right?
Yeah.
Is it genuine?
Of course not.
We can
Are
make
you
it
looking
very
for something
genuine for you.
Oh my
It's not
God.
real.
Or we
It's
can
fake.
put on an act.
Oh my God.
That's wild.
Almost girls do that.
Man.
Right.
Yes.
Don't put on the
I'm just like, guys pay for so they not
How many of
like.
you in here would like to have a guy that pays for it?
No.
Yo.
No.
Me.
Tell me, man.
Something genuine, of course.
I told you.
Which one would I prefer, paying for it or
Something real, something genuine.
something real would be nice, but then money is really nice too.
Yep. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
Paying for it? That's wild.
Yeah.
You've never paid for it ever.
I never have personally. No.
Really?
I'm proud of
No.
you,
So
honestly.
you must got some fire dick.
Oh my.
You must have fire ass dick if you've never paid for pussy.
We're so proud of you.
You got fire dick. Period. Bye, Aaron.
No. He's the better candidate.
Oh, you're really coming it. So
Oh.
It's a personal reason why I don't do it, because I understand female nature, I understand how women think and how they behave.
Do you?
So I know that if I pay for sex, I just get put into customer frame, and there's a lack of respect there.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't do it
Okay.
personally.
And it's not genuine as well.
Yeah, you can't have a girl actually respect you if you're paying for. You just can't.
Aww.
So
Hold on. Would you respect a guy paying for it? Honestly,
clearly not, because she advised her brothers
not to do it.
That tells you everything you need to
No,
know
I'm
there.
totally gonna respect him.
Wouldn't you respect the guy who like spoils you, takes care of you, or something?
Just
like
it's
that?
different,
It's
you guys.
different.
When it's your family, it's like it's different. But if it's like a guy I meet and we click and shit, and then he like paying for it, it's like you have such a good vibe, and you like giving me money, like I with you. Vibes is
The genuine is
Okay,
your customer.
everyone else on the panel, would you enjoy a guy paying for it genuinely? Would you like that guy?
Now it's a little oh,
No.
sorry.
No?
All right, I'll just say it.
degrading.
An average regular girls that aren't sex workers don't want to be paid for sex.
oh really?
It could be a bit degrading.
Oh,
No, yeah.
guys. Okay, I understand.
Okay, that's fine. I think she's trolling. Yeah, she's just trolling, I think. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah. So I know it sounds up, but I genuinely believe if a guy leaves you as a woman, you up. And the reason why you up is because men are very easy to please. So if a guy leaves you, you've done something wrong. Whether you're crazy, maybe he's higher status and attractive, and he wants multiple women, and you're not okay with monogamy, or you want monogamy. Something is off with you, where you're not acclimating to this program. Maybe you're argumentative, you're insufferable, you're annoying, you talk too much. You're doing something wrong, ladies, is what it comes down to. So I think the ladies that like disagree with me, I think you guys should like really like think like, damn, what did I do that drove this guy away from me? I know it sounds up because women don't like to accept rejection,
Wait,
but you did something wrong.
can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, I was younger. I was like 17, 18 at the time. I know what I did at the time. Might not have been as mature as I would be now. So if he did leave me at the time for whatever stupid I did, okay, then it's my fault. But at the end of the day, he still came back to me multiple times.
For sex.
No. Yeah, he pays for everything. I like all my food,
Okay.
all my
I gotta
lashes,
have an
my
intervention with
clothes.
you. I gotta have an intervention with you. He's been with you for 4 years. He hasn't proposed. He hasn't given you the title of girlfriend.
We're like
You are just a sex object to him at this point.
we're like
Consistent
20,
sex, and you're
like,
available.
We're young. Like we're not gonna get married right away.
Okay. Do you think you're at your peak now, or will you be at your peak later?
No, I'll be at my peak later.
No, you're at your peak now.
Yeah.
You're at your peak now. I hate to break it
How
to
am I
you.
at my peak now?
You're at your peak now because the things that men look for
I
in
don't
women
think
come
so.
when women are young. Sorry, that's what it is.
Well,
21 years old, you're at your peak. You're only going to go down
If
from
you're
here.
talking about age-wise, then yeah, I guess.
Well, okay. What do men value the most in women?
Youth.
Well, besides youth. What is that?
Peace.
I was asking her, ladies.
Sorry.
What do men value the most in women?
I don't know.
Is beauty. What's intimately tied to their beauty? What dictates their beauty
suppose.
most of the time? Their age. And if you don't believe me, look at every single surgery that's out there for women to be more cosmetic. Lip fuller, right? Botox, breast implants, right, to make them sit up. Like
BBLs?
BBLs, right? Take the fat out the stomach. That creates the illusion of youth as well. Her ass sits up more, slimmer stomach. So all of the things that make a woman more attractive, a lot of the times are intimately tied to her youth. So if you're 21 now, you're at your peak.
You know that store Forever 21?
Yeah.
It's not Forever 41 for a reason.
Not even close to 41. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying if he's not committing to you now while you're at your peak, what makes you think he's going to commit to you later?
Okay.
Women don't like the truth, bro.
Like, I get it. I get it.
I'm literally telling you, it's raining outside. Here's an umbrella. And she's like, no, let the rain hit me in the face.
I legit just said okay.
Whatever. It's a dismissive okay, which is fine. You were disagreeing with what I was saying. You were shaking your head when I said youth is tied to a woman's value. Why do you disagree?
No, I was agreeing.
Oh, you were agreeing? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're shaking your head a couple of times.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't to that.
Okay.
I agree
Someone
with
have to say
that.
something?
I thought it was more like a youthful spirit. I didn't realize it was more so like appearance.
Trust me, there's a bunch of 50-year-old chicks that have youthful spirits, but they can't find a
They're
guy.
in a club partying right now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, pull my tweet on J-Lo, because I think this is something that women really need to understand, and you guys fail to understand this, is that your age is very important as to like your value to men. And I think we've kind of lied to women and told them that like, oh, your age doesn't matter, age is nothing but a number. Well, until you're underage, then you go to jail. But like, I just think that like there's this facade out there that we tell women that, hey, it's okay, you can find a guy when you're 30. It's okay, you can find a guy when you're 35. It's okay, you can find a guy when you're 40. And I'm here to tell you, no, you can't.
It's really hard.
And I'll tell you why. The guy that you want at 40 years old, right, is not going to want you back most of the time.
What if you date
Okay.
higher?
Somebody had something? Sorry.
Sorry. Like, what if you're like 30 and you date 40 or 50? Wouldn't you still be youthful to him, or is it like specifically a 20-year-old?
I mean, are you okay with being like a girl, maybe like a main chick or a side chick?
I honestly feel like that doesn't matter anymore. That's like very common. Everyone's
What's very common?
You want to be a side chick?
I don't want to be a side chick, but I feel like that's very common. So it's like,
So you'd be
If
okay
you-
with a non-monogamous relationship?
I mean, that's individual person.
Okay, well then you can maybe go ahead and afford to date later on in your life if you're okay with not being monogamous. But I think women need to understand that like, if you're older and you find a guy, there's a high likelihood that number one, he might not be your first choice, or B, if he is your first choice, he's gonna have other women.
Okay.
Let's play a game. I want each of you to hold up 10 fingers.
Oh God.
Let's play a game.
Love games.
Let's play a game. Okay, I want you to hold up 10 fingers. I want you to name one redeeming trait about yourself. Okay, it can be I can cook. It could be I'm really nice. It
Loyal.
Could be I'm loyal, right? Etc. I want you to name one redeeming thing about yourself, and then if someone here names it, I want you to take that finger down. So, for example, if she says I'm loyal, take one finger down if you also have that trait.
Okay.
Okay? We'll start here.
I was gonna say that I'm loyal.
Okay.
Okay, loyal.
So for everybody, so you take a finger down. Anyone else that is also loyal here, take a finger down. Okay. What about you?
Well,
you're not loyal?
Well, sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm very considerate. Like,
You're considerate.
Okay.
Okay. Who else here is considerate of the opposite gender? Okay. What about you?
I can cook.
Okay.
Okay.
And guys, assume that we have your dream guy in front of you and you're saying things that make you redeeming to him.
Right.
So, so you can cook. Cool. All the other girls that can cook, please put a finger down. What about you?
Is considerate the same as nice? Yeah.
No.
No?
Nice in what way?
Nice in general, just being pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that?
You want to say you're nice?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Who else here is nice? Okay.
Okay.
Keep your hands up nice, ladies, so I can keep track of this. Okay. What about you?
I'm a pleaser. Whatever he says goes.
So you're submissive. You follow
I'm very
a
much
man's lead.
so submissive. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Would that be like the same as nurturing?
No, it's
No,
not.
submissive is like he tell you like get the fuck on your knees and suck my dick right now.
What?
Okay.
That is so extreme. What the heck?
All right. So if you're submissive to a guy and you follow a man's lead,
Okay.
whether sexual or not, I guess, just put a finger down. What about you? You said nurturing?
Nurturing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else is nurturing here? Finger down. All right. Okay. If you only have one hand left, just keep one hand up left, ladies. All right. What about you? Name one.
A redeeming quality.
Assuming you have your dream guy in front of you, what would you sell him that you have so he'd be like, okay?
To like stand out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like. I have a good like workout routine or something. I don't know.
You work
like,
out.
but
You go to
yeah,
the gym?
I go to
Okay,
the
she
gym.
goes to the
I do
gym, she works out.
Pilates. I do all
Okay,
that.
all right. She goes to the gym. She's active, physically active. Cool. Now we're gonna go back this way one more time. So how many? Who has one hand up only at this point? Who has one hand up? Okay. All right. Cool. We'll go back around one more time. Name another thing about yourself that's redeeming.
I'm trying to think of something that wasn't already said. Okay. Skip me right now. This is so bad. Okay, skip me.
Oh, it's so cliche.
I'll come back to you.
Sense of humor.
A sense of humor. Okay. Whoever else has a sense of humor, put a finger down.
They could be.
Okay. What about you?
I'm financially stable.
Okay, financially stable. If you're financially stable, put a finger down. Okay. What about you?
I don't know. Can we skip me too?
All right. What about you?
Let's see. There's a lot of things I can do, but I give great back massages.
Oh.
Okay. Who else gives good massages? Put a finger down. All right. What about you?
I would say I'm a very genuine person.
Okay. You're a genuine person. You're real.
Yeah. Like
Who else is real here? Put a finger down. What about you?
I'm healthy.
Wait, what?
You eat
Yeah, eat healthy.
You eat healthy. Okay.
Yes.
If you eat healthy, put a finger down. And then now you two, go ahead. Name one thing about yourself that's redeeming. One more thing.
I can do amazing facials.
Okay.
I can't do
All
that.
right. Oh yeah. Well, you're an esthetician.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. What about you? One more thing.
I feel like I'm like pretty optimistic about everything. Like I try to look at like the bright
Okay.
side.
You're
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You're a glass half
Good.
full type of person.
Yeah.
Okay. So who? Okay. Raise up the fingers of what you have left. Let me see here. You have no more
I
left.
have no more left.
Who else? If you have no more left, just keep your hand down. Okay. So 3. Blah blah blah. Okay. So ladies, just real quick. Okay. All of you guys named a bunch of traits. Look at how many fingers are gone. You know what we just displayed here?
Right.
That all of you virtually bring the same thing to the table. So why is a guy gonna pick you?
I just told you why.
The silence is deafening.
I just told you why.
The silence is deafening.
We're going one at a time.